Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good summer. I know I am. Not really been up to much lately, just staying out of the heat, working, um, getting a head start on assignments. I am traveling this week or at the end of the week, so I'm making sure that I have everything completed before I go out of town. But yes, I'm submitting the classical discussion assignment. I picked two videos which are very different. The first one is for an aria from Rossini's Largo al Factotum. Funny enough, this song reminds me of Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm sure everyone's seen it. Just reminds me of when I was a kid, and it's performed by Robin Williams at the beginning credits or at the beginning of the movie. But it's really it's a great piece. I really enjoyed watching it. I've actually watched it so many times. I would say based on the lessons that I've been going over for this week, as far as the texture, definitely polyphony, as it has many different melodies going on. You know, you have the singer, and then you have the orchestra in the background, and they're, I guess, simple terms doing their own thing. So lots of different melodies happening all at one time. Um, as far as the form, I would say that this would be for an example of variation. So I don't know. I've noticed by watching this, first of all, very different. On one hand, you have a very formal setting, an opera. Everybody is dressed very nicely, very formal. It's a beautiful concert hall. Very nice, very formal. On the other hand, I chose, or this for my second video, I chose a very old song from Dolly Parton. Not a very big country fan here, but I remember watching this video many years ago. And what really stood out to me is that this, first off, this is a very old song, but recent enough, I would say, to call it popular. And it's very simple. The contrast couldn't be bigger. On one hand, you have a big orchestra, but when you watch the second video, the singer in the forefront, just with her banjo and playing with her fingernails. You have someone in the background, a couple of backup singers in the background. You have um, a pianist and someone on a guitar. So very small ensemble. Um, and again, it couldn't be different. However, this very similarly, even though the approaches and the types of music are different, the audience themselves were having a great time. On one hand, huge, beautiful venue, people enjoying the performance. The Michael Spires, who's performing the aria, does so not just beautifully because of his voice, but also very comically, very even fun to look at. On the other hand, with Dolly, everyone knows who she is, and I think this video is from back in the '70s. But when you look at the audience, they're having an equally good amount of time, a lot of fun. So again, both videos very entertaining for many different reasons, but equally as wonderful to watch. So hopefully you like it, and I look forward to hearing back with your feedback. Thank you.